Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at Dark Star from Pat McGrath's Opulence line, the palettes that released during the holiday season, and I am doing 3 looks for each one. This series was inspired by the fact that despite how many makeup releases might be happening, and we can still buy makeup because I love to buy new makeup still, even though I shouldn't. Maybe we have a lot of makeup that we haven't used yet, we haven't cracked into. We bought palettes and they're sitting in the drawer, untouched. How do we use them? We lost inspiration or we just are intimidated by it. We bought Pat McGrath palettes because we love Pat. The allure of it all is just very tempting. The minute we had it in our hand, what to do with it, I don't know. Hopefully these 3 look videos have been helpful in terms of technique, in terms of combining different colors. I do divide them by beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And if you want to take a look at how we create looks using Dark Star, then please keep on watching. Hello friends, if it's your first time here, thank you so much for coming. My name is Alicia. Kinky Sweat is the name of my platform, referring to my kinky hair and sweat life. I am a fitness professional here at NYC, as well as a beauty lover. All my daily movement musings can be found on Instagram, and all my classes and workshop updates can be found on my website. All be listed down below. Dark Star is tough. Where can I begin? I feel out of all the 3 Opulence palettes, Dark Star was the most intimidating because it is a very specific color story we're dealing with here. You got your purples, your blues, and your blues, but I love these shades and I'm gonna try to make it as daily friendly as I can to maybe help you in terms of how to use especially deep space. If you have no idea how to use that matte shade, take advantage of the neutral golds and beiges we have in here, and yeah, let's get going. My friends, I am so sorry about the background noise. It has just been unfortunate timing on my part because there are only a few days out of the week that I could commit to filming. Is the day people decide to do the noisiest construction ever of life. We're fine. We're gonna be fine. And my window is right in front of a main road where a lot of trucks go through. So that with the construction, and in my last video, Bronze Temptation, it's the same thing because I'm filming on the same day. Please forgive me. Thank you so much. Prep the lid with P. Louise Rumor 3. Set it with Milk Makeup's Matte and Blur and Light Translucent Setting Powder. The first look I want to start is with Enraptured. It's this metallic gold shade right here. I want to see how we can deal with it as just a standalone shade. I want to take my finger. Whoa, hello. Okay, we have begun. I'm gonna start by applying that to my lid. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Pat's metallic formula is, I mean, so easy to use, especially in her 6 panners. Now, the reason I use a brush is because, see, from my finger application, it got a little willy-nilly on me, and with the brush I have a little bit of more control. But if you don't have brushes, fingers are fine. And when we get closer to the crease, I'm patting down and just lightly feathering out. I will take an eyeshadow brush. This is my Beautylish and Chico Hodo eyeshadow brush from their holiday 2018 set. Pull that right under the lash line to connect it to the top. Taking my mini beauty blender just to kind of clean up here, since these metallics pack a punch and sometimes you will get fallout. So this could be it. You could just do that eye. It doesn't have to be crazy. The thing is, we only have that gray matte in the palette. So if you're looking to add a crease shade, then rely on your bronzer maybe that you're using that day, or maybe a blush shade. Even though it's pinky and peachy in tone, it will pair really nicely with the gold metallic. I am curious though to see how this will pair with Deep Space. Do you want to come along for the ride? Taking my Hakuhodo J5522 in with Deep Space, this very blue gray matte, and we're just gonna see what happens. It might be a disaster, but if it is, then we know for sure not to do it ever again. I'm just following the contours of my crease and then slowly starting to wing it out. Not too bad, I'm not mad at it. Unfortunately, the metallic is mixing with the matte, but it's still blending pretty smoothly. It just has that textured look to it. I'm also taking it on the outer third of my lower. Am I really? Is it actually showing? I don't know. Taking my Hakuhodo J5529 with Deep Space, but just to the outer third of my lower lash line. Just further blending in towards my nose here so it could look a little smoother. Then I'm taking Entice, that metallic champagne shade, in with my Smith 256, placing it right to the inner third of my lid. That also will serve as our inner corner highlight. Pressing in with my finger. Now, if you want to add the blue metallic, so this is where we can stop. You could apply your mascara and be done. You could apply wing liner, be done. Crayon black liner just to thicken up the lash line, be done. Or you can take Interstellar. I'm gonna take that with my Hakuhodo J242, wet it, and just pull it right here on the inner third of my lower lash line. This is a great way to add color to the mix without committing to like a lid color situation, and the way it's mixing with Enraptured is so pretty. This is really bothering me, so this is what I'm gonna do. Oh god, I'm gonna start from scratch, and I'm just going to take some of my Bioderma and I'm just gonna do that. Oh my god. Well, we're committing. Take some of my P. Louise. Make sure that's dry. Oh god. No, don't put any more metallic on Alicia. Obviously, there was metallic shadow on my finger. Let's take a paper towel instead and pat dry so that when we put the P. Louise on, it will stick. Do a little carving on the brow. I took off some of my brow, but it's all good. It still looks pretty decent. Ugh. I'm gonna lightly powder that down so it's not very sticky. And let's try this Deep Space matte application again. Same Hakuhodo J5522, and now just with Deep Space in the crease. So if you wanted to use Deep Space as your transition shade, go in with the matte first and then with Enraptured on the lid. I don't know why it's gathering here in a strange way. Maybe because some of the metallic is still on the brush. Taking my mini beauty blender to kind of help shape this shadow better. So I'm patting it down and around and pulling it into that wing shape. I'm gonna use a smaller brush. This is my Sonaji Crease Pro that was still dirty. Oh god. And now maybe I could help shape this a little bit better. So we have a 234 Enraptured again, but this time with some Max Fix Plus to kind of pump up the shine on the lid. There we go. All right, friends, gonna apply some mascara to the other eye and I'll be right back. Look number one complete, friends. I know this is not really a beginner eye. I kind of got out of hand. I want to recap though what we could do in terms of just applying Enraptured on the lid. If you don't want to use Deep Space, because I get it, it smokes the eye up very quickly, you could rely on your bronzer shade, or maybe just dip out and use another more neutral brown shade just to make it so just to make it a little more neutral in nature instead of putting Deep Space on the crease. I loved how this turned out. I know it's very strange, but I kind of love how the gold works with the blue gray matte. And the Interstellar, I feel, is just a fun shade to apply right on the inner third of your eye, even on the inner corner if you want like that blue metallic pop on the eye. I applied Pat's Fetish Eyes mascara because I'm trying to keep it just mascara for the beginner look at least. And yeah, this is what we're looking at. On the lip, I have Lust Angeles from Pat's Luxe Trance line. Lined it with Makeup Forever's Artist Color Pencil in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. This is a wider shot of the look. For some reason, I feel like this color combination works. Maybe not. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I always wanted to combine Enraptured and Deep Space because they're so far apart from each other on the color spectrum. I felt, is it gonna look weird if I combine them? And I kind of love it. I love how the Interstellar color is peeking out from the lower lash line. And yeah, man, let me know what you think down below. Let's take it into look number 2. I know look number 1 was kind of already an intermediate look, but I think I want to do, where is it? Forgot the name of the shade already. Metropolis. I want to apply Metropolis all over the eye. Taking my MAC 248 brush, and again, P. Louise number 3, lightly set with Milk Makeup. I'm gonna start taking that on the lid first. I consider this like a satiny metallic shade. It's a little tighter in texture than her typical metallic formulas that she has in these 6-pan palettes. Like, it doesn't have as much movement, if you will, like the other metallics, but it's still pretty beautiful. Like, look how plum that is. Unbelievable. Make sure you pat off the excess before you go in because I am getting a little fallout here. I overloaded the brush and I didn't tap off the excess. I am taking my Hakuhodo B142, still in Metropolis, and I'm now going to see if I could smooth this out a little bit more and start to shape it. Not bad. All right, that doesn't look too bad. Gotta be careful here because sometimes it could get a little out of hand quick. You know what I mean? Okay, as you know, emergency. If you ever have to clean up, just take your sponge with a very sharp edge or maybe just a flat shader with your leftover concealer or primer and clean up the bottom here. Oh, yes. And I think I want to take the same color on the lower lash line as well. Same MAC 248 brush. I'm going to start pulling it across. I need something a little, I want to do my Beautylish and Chikuhodo holiday set brush. It's a little fluffier. I'm going to get a little more smoke from that. Fluffy, but it's pretty precise in application at the same time. And actually, I'm going to take advantage of this brush and fill up any gaps I might see from that application. And I'm going to be very careful and kick off. See that fallout? And wipe up and wipe. Up and wipe. Make sure you brush up because then the bristles will just pick up the loose powder and whisk it away. Got my loose powder on standby, so if I have to do more cleaning, I can make that happen. I'm liking that shape. Not too bad. Okay, so let's talk about what we can do. You could apply Deep Space on the edges to smoke it out even more. You can apply Interstellar on the inner corner. You can apply Enraptured, Entice, any of those gold or champagne shades on the inner corner, yeah? If you wanted to deepen the outer V, then you can go in with Dark Matter. It's the same consistency as Metropolis, like that metallic satiny cream type of texture that you could pat down on the outer corner and create like a gradient smoke effect if you like. I actually want to go in with Interstellar on a wet flat shader brush if I could find it. Hello. Take my Wayne Goss number 7. Definitely wetting that with my Max Fix Plus. I'm gonna press it right on the middle of my inner corner, and that's so pretty. I love this shade. Interstellar is like a duochrome situation as well, man. It's not completely blue. It like shifts to purple. And with Metropolis, forget it. Also use this opportunity to pull it in towards Metropolis a little bit more. You can mimic the shape if you like, or you could just make it strictly inner corner, nothing else. But when you apply it on top of Metropolis, it kind of transforms it a little bit. Yeah, friends, this is it. Maybe this should have been my beginner eye. Let's do the other eye, apply some lashes, and be right back. Look number 2 complete, friends. We basically did a Metropolis dominant eye. I winged it out because I love to shape my eyeshadow in this way, but you do not have to. You could apply it all over your lid, smoke it out under the lash line, maybe buff out the edges right under the crease, maybe not take it out so far, and I feel it will leave you with a beautiful smoky plum eye. You could even use Enraptured or Entice on the inner corner to make it more traditional gold champagne for your inner corner highlight, but how can you not use Interstellar? Like how pretty this is. You bounce some lashes on as well as fetish eyes on the lower lashes. On the lip we have Los Angeles, and I couldn't help myself, had to apply Astral Moon Flower Liquid Lust just to kind of tie in the blue story we got going on. Here is a wider shot of the look, friends. What do you think? I mean, I love Metropolis. I think Plum Metallic is just a beautiful shade, and again, you can shape it to whatever you need. If it's easier for you to keep it rounder, that's what you do. If you just want to apply this on the lid on its own by itself with some lashes or a wing liner, go for it. Maybe you just want to create a black wing liner and maybe put Metropolis on the liner to make it like a metallic plum type of deal, you know what I mean? Let me know down below what you think, and let's move into look number 3. Look number 3, what are we about to do? I don't know. Well, before we get started, I wanted to mention that I applied my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer as my base this time around because it is more moisturizing than the P. Louise. My poor lid is a little dried out from all the removing, although Bioderma comes through. The Sensible H2O definitely saves my skin from all this removing, so it could be a lot worse. Do appreciate the extra moisture in the Too Faced formula for this last look. look. So that's just what I wanted to say. I just realized that I did not set, so I'm going to quickly do that with my Milk Translucent Powder in Lights. Oh man, what shall we do? I think I want to do a very graphic liner using dark matter, but make it into a gradient. Can I do that? Well, I'm just going to start, and if we are headed into disaster land, then, you know, I'll adjust from there. Hakuhodo G5513, I believe, with dark matter. I'm going to start just by carving out what I'm kind of thinking about in my head. It might be like a smoky wings situation. I'm going in with my Nameless MAC small shader, or I should say small angled, because I have a little more, a little more control in terms of how the shadow lays down when I use this brush. I'm not too worried about, well, I'm obviously because I'm going super slow, but we could always clean this up with concealer if we feel the need to. I'm just filling up all the spots here and just making this a little straighter as well. Okay, filling that up. There we go. Going in from the inner corner. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I have my Born This Way concealer on standby, but I will use my MAC 195, I think I said. Maybe? I forgot already. And then clean this up. And also get it under here as well. I also want to carve down a little bit here. Oh, we're messing this up. Okay, that's fine. This is always the toughest part for me with the wing stuff, but we're gonna use a little Max Fix Plus because I just need a little more glide to make that smoother. Make sure you wipe your brush between applications, because if it picks up the black shadow, it will turn out gray when you go back in to make any adjustments. Now, I want to go in with both Interstellar and Metropolis. First though, Interstellar on the inner part of my lid. Same Nameless MAC shader. Oh, hello. I'm gonna punch that in here right on the inner corner, and I'm wetting it to get that shine on the black. You know, I kind of like how it fades into dark matter, so maybe I will use Metropolis on my lower lash line. Kind of feeling this though. Ooh, you know what? I think I want to do Deep Space on my lower lash line instead, actually. I think that's what I'm gonna do, friends. I know I'm like back and forth with this because I want to use as many shadows and create as many looks as I can, but you know, we gotta be reasonable here. I'm taking my Smith 253 now with Enraptured. I'm gonna use that as the inner corner pop of highlight. Going in with my Beautylish and Chikuhodo Holiday brush with Deep Space. I'm gonna smoke out the lower lash line with that matte shade. Oh, this is like the best color of life. All right, friends, let's do the other eye, slap on these lashes, and I'll be right back. Final look complete, friends. Applied the same New Balance on White Russian lashes. Made sure I applied the Fetish eyes on my lower lashes. I find this really interesting eyeshadow smoky wing look we created, and I feel it's a lot easier to do since it's easier to erase if you need to sharpen up the line, if you need to change the wing shape altogether. Let's zoom out for a wider shot. On the lip, I have, of course, Liquid Lust Gloss in For Real. Any nude lip I think will look great with this, or any blue lipstick if you want to take that route. A great way to use Interstellar if you don't want to apply it on your lid. I do have an Interstellar look on my channel. It's either a Get Ready With Me or a How To. I love Deep Space under the lash line. I think it just gives the eye such beautiful smoke without totally relying on a blue shade altogether. And Enraptured on the inner corner, to die for. Let me know what your favorite shades are from Dark Star, what looks you love to create from there, and we'll take it from there. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another review, chit chat tutorial, or 3-look video. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.